Joining us via Skype right now is Houston Texans linebacker Connor Barwin. Connor, thanks for joining us. You recently decided to talk publicly for the first time to our sister site, Outsports.com, about your brother Joe, who is gay. Why did you decide to tell your story now?
Well, it started because Obama came out with his commitment to same-sex marriage, and I thought that for me was the right time, and I went on Twitter and also shared my belief in same-sex marriage and marriage equality. And kind of the positive feedback that I got, I realized how important this was. And to me, it's just a basic civil rights issue. And I have a close connection to it with my brother and also my cousin. And I just decided to share that with people and how I felt, and people really were encouraging about it.
When you have conversations with your brother about these issues, what do you guys discuss?
Well, again, me and my brother don't talk about it all the time. I think it's really just very simple, and that's what's kind of unfortunate is how simple it is. These are just regular people that do regular stuff, and for some reason there's laws that don't allow them to get married. I think this issue we will look back on in 10 years, maybe 20 years, and just see how ridiculous it was that we didn't let same-sex people get married.
Well, it's not just society, but certainly in sports as well. Seems to be a little bit behind the times when it comes to LGBT issues. How do you think that might be changing?
Well, I think it's changing rapidly. I'm excited for, and I have the support of the first, current NFL player that comes out. But I think it's changing very, very quickly in sports. And I think it'll be soon when an NFL player comes out. And I think, he'll be welcomed in open arms in the NFL.
How soon do you think?
Oh, I have no idea. But, obviously, if you look at the stats, there's got to be a number of guys that play right now that are gay. And, one of the cool things about the NFL, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, is how unique an NFL locker room is. It's truly one of the most diverse groups of people you can get. And I think, sometimes people right now might not think that, a gay player would be welcomed, but I think you would be amazed at how quickly an NFL locker room would really welcome somebody in.
Do you think it has to be the quarterback or one of the best players on the team to be the first player to come out?
No, not at all. I think, if he's a guy that's on the 53-man roster and he's going to contribute, I really think guys in the locker room will welcome him if he can help the team.
And just on a lighter note, in the interview, you also mentioned that you don't have a problem with other men complimenting you and telling you that you're hot. I don't know many pro athletes who would say that, at least on the record. Can you explain a little bit more?
Well, it's what's the big deal? If another guy thinks I'm attractive, I think that's fine. He's not trying to do anything with me, and I'm confident in my sexual orientation, and there's no reason to let that bother you, I don't think.
I think one of the biggest takeaways from the story is you clearly wanted to spread a message, and I was just wondering, for you personally, what maybe you hope will result from talking about your story and your brother's story.
Well, I think I grew up, with a family that, taught me to appreciate the differences. Be confident in yourself, but appreciate the differences in people, whatever they are. It doesn't even matter. And I think that's what makes life rich. That's what makes life interesting. And anybody that, has, prejudice or things like that, they need to realize that the differences in this world is what makes it such a great place. Being in the NFL, I hope somehow being out in the public like this can help encourage, maybe some NFL player that sees this story and is kind of nervous to come out right now, isn't sure what, or has the confidence to come out right now, and maybe showing my support that will help him a little bit if he's kind of questioning whether or not he should come out or not.
Connor, thank you so much for joining us today. For more on this story, check it out on both our sites, Outsports.com and SBNation.com.